was brought to us, lo and behold, it was brought to us this morning by our next guest. Stevie Ceccarelli is in with us. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. You've probably been at this property.
I have a couple of times, yes.
A couple of times. And you're going to spend a little bit of time there this weekend?
Yes, I will. I'm holding the house open Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4.
Nice. So if you want to go see this property, think about this, $789,000. And I'm looking at payments anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500 with minimal down payment. So think about that concept and think about what it would mean not to be driving the 91 freeway this afternoon, heading out toward the Inland Empire. So if that's where you live, you could be home about an hour earlier than your next door neighbor. Maybe you have a new neighbor. Stevie, how long have you been in real estate? You've been doing this a while.
I have. I've been on the commercial side of real estate for over 10 years, doing property management and leasing for retail shopping centers and Class A office buildings.
What is a Class A office building?
A Class A office building is one of the, an elite in its own class type of property with high-end amenities, elevators.
So it's the Ritz-Carlton of properties, of built businesses.
Yes.
So now you're switched to the dark side, over with us on the residential side.
That is true. I did the 9 to 5 for a long time. Recently took some time off to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm entering in the residential side of the business.
You've got an interesting. I love the name of your website.
The OCRealestatemom.com. Yes.
pretty fitting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So you can mix the two, being a mom and a real estate professional.
Yes, it can be done. It's difficult, but it can be done. It's like walking a tightrope, actually.
I think. I shouldn't say this, but for the most part, I think, the job of being a mom is walking a tightrope. I said this many times while my wife was raising our kids, that she had a much tougher job than I do.
It's a job in and of itself, that's certain. But, most tightrope walkers, at least the smart ones, have a safety net under them. And I'm very blessed that I have a family that's a safety net for me. They allow me to
go out and do what you like.
Balance, yes.
So you probably know firsthand as a mom what other young families, first-time homebuyers are really looking for.
Absolutely. I'm there. I'm in the trenches. I know. I can relate to my mom clients, my families, my clients with families. I know what the neighborhoods are like, the schools, which parks are nearby so they can walk and they don't have to load up car seats just to go to the park each day. I'm in it and I understand it. It makes me better at what I do.
I'm glad you made that comment because I did want to, just mention it. It's been fairly warm in almost all areas that we're broadcasting in right now. And once again, we hear about some absent-minded adult who left a 10-month-old in their car. Folks, look in the back seat. If you've got kids, I don't know if you need to put a lot of cars nowadays, I think you have the keyless car. Put your keys in with the car seat so that you have to look in the back and check for the kids. If you can't take the kids out of the car, don't go somewhere or find a babysitter. But don't, the latest 2 hours and now there's a baby that passed away because some absent-minded adult wasn't doing their job. So I hate to get on to the negative stuff, but think it's hot out there today, so be careful. But parks, so if you can walk to a park, that's a pretty good thought.
Absolutely.
Especially with 3 kids. That's got to save you a lot of time being able to walk.
Well, absolutely. Just putting 3 kids in car seats takes 20 minutes out of your day each way, to and fro. So just having that insight, knowing the amenities, knowing the schools, and what's truly important to families.
So are you finding there's a lot of properties? I hear that properties are still selling quickly if they're priced properly.
That's true.
Is it? Okay, so we don't have a lot of time. We're not the person that's going to go into this $789,000 house and make a $600,000 offer. It's just pretty foolish.
Correct. If you like it, jump on it.
Because there's going to be other people that are going to be saying the same thing.
Absolutely. This is a gem of an area when you're in a neighborhood like that, the end of a cul-de-sac, family friendly. The house has never been on the market. The owners have been there since the property was built, well maintained. Same with the whole neighborhood, actually.
Well, that's the key from what you're sharing is you got to look at the neighborhood. An agent, you're not going to find the mom issues online. It's not going to tell you how long a walk it is to the park.
No, it won't. And instead of focusing solely on a house's features, whether it has granite or stainless steel appliances, you want to be looking at the entire purchase as a whole. The neighborhood, it makes a huge difference. The schools.
That's an interesting concept because so many times I look at the features of properties and I obviously talk to a lot of real estate agents every week, and you see a lot of the home listings. We see the information online when we're doing some of those things, and very rarely do you see the practical sides. You see the tangibles, right? I mean, I can walk into any property and see if it's got a granite countertop. I mean, I'm not that smart, but if it's granite or Tanzania or any of the other things that I can't even pronounce.
Right. You really want to be looking at everything as a whole. On my website, I have links to, moms clubs in the area, social activities, things to get you immersed in your new neighborhood and feel comfortable and meet new friends and adjust.
Those are some of the issues that a professional brings to the table as opposed to a website.
Right. You're not going to get that on Realtor.com.
Exactly. So when you're looking, now let me ask you this, because, it's a challenging world. If I was, obviously I can't become a realtor mom, but if I had the notion of getting into real estate as making that a career, you hear about the realtors, it's a 24/7 job. Balancing that with kids, that can still be done?
Yes. And, it is, being a mom is a 24/7 job in and of itself. But, I searched the MLS with a baby on my lap, and I've got crayons on my desk, and I like that. And it keeps me really in tune with what my clients need. I realize what they're truly looking for, and it can be done. It's a lot of late hours, and sometimes, the quiet time in my house I can work and think is 1 a.m, but it can be done.
Well, that just goes to talking about when you have a passion for something, when you want to make a difference, because I'm sure you're not doing it. And I share this story a lot with people, and we got to get on to what our other topics, but nobody does anything for money. Right? I mean, if I said to somebody, you're going to win the lottery, a lot of people say they want to win the lottery. Well, they don't really want to stick $20 million in $100 bills on their coffee table. It's what they can do with it. And that's what this is allowing you to do.
That's right.
Is right. I mean, so yeah, you might be spending some time at 1 a.m. when it's quiet, but it gives you time maybe to walk your kids to school or be there during the day when they need mom.
That's right. That's why I'm doing this.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. You are listening to Ron Siegel Home and Finance Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, more with Stevie Ceccarelli, Amy Regenstrive. We're going to talk about that CFPB. What are they up to now? More about the insurance. How do you buy it the right way, and maybe how to buy a house the right way. You can reach us anytime. Call our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Stay tuned to Ron Siegel Home and Finance Radio. We will be back in just a few.